Minor unknown. Said. Hello chat.
Do we still have the upper hand? Ready for another?
Fight is set. You chose the wrong enemy.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Awaken Thorn Scales. Blood cleansing dragon. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
I sense a storm. Fail to set you. Eternal sleep. The dead return! Repent! That paradise will savor it for me.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Fail to set you. Dare you? is it we're waiting for?
Awaken, Thorn Scales. World cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Rise.
Eternal sleep is nothing.
And return! Time to end this. I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Receive divinity. Unnecessary. Repent. Strength.
Enemy data secure. Network activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Move.
At the upper hand. Ready for another?
A blade knows no mercy.
I'll see you off.
That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me.
Commencing support.
The fight is set. The dead return! World cleansing dragon. Receive divinity. Repay. Break.
Network activated. Time for good old counterattack.
The dead return!
Ready for another? Network activated. Time for good old counterattack.
World cleansing dragon. Fail to send you. Savor it for me. Bloom.
Network activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Your end approaches. The dead return! Rise!
Ready for another?
The dead return! Fail to set you. Savor it for me.
Network activated. Time for good old counterattack.
The fight is set. World cleansing dragon.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Your end approaches.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Hello.
Savor it for me.
Minor unknown.
Break.
Said. Hey Kurene. Minor unknown. Said. How are you?
Bloom. Repay. The dead return. Fail to send you.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter hit. Ready for another?
Savor it for me.
Kuren into Hoyofun.
Fail
Said.
to send you.
Same as always THX. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said.
Net markers
How about
activate.
you?
Time for a good old counter hit.
The fight is set.
Minor unknown. Said. I'm good.
World cleansing dragon.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Savor
Kuren
it
into
for me.
Hoyofun. Said. Glad to hear
Receive
that.
divinity. The dead return. Break.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Fail to send you.
Minor unknown.
Your end approaches.
Said. Holding up well against school.
World cleansing dragon. Bloom. The dead return. Rise.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter hit. Ready for another?
Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
The fight is set. Savor it for me. Receive divinity. Fail to send you.
Ready for another?
The dead return. World cleansing dragon. Break.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. I guess LOL.
Old friends, meet yet again. Old friends, meet yet again.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. The people, I mean classmates, in the group chat are being chaotic LOL. Minor unknown. Said. LOL. Minor unknown. Said. Group chats are chaotic. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. True LOL. Minor unknown. Said. And the fact that they're younger than you mean you'll have to bear with all their nonsense and stuff. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. There's some who are young or old but they like to cause chaos, ha ha ha. Minor unknown. Said. LOL. Minor unknown. Said. Which one should I do first? Minor unknown. Said. Yeah, old people can be chaotic too. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Try enhancing his skill, but if you wanna do the burst cause you have some good energy, then sure. Minor unknown. Said. Skill or talent or imaginary boost. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Do you have a lot of imaginary DMG bonus? Minor unknown. Said.
Old friends.
64.8. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Oh wow. Minor unknown. Said. Talent is capped at 10 stacks cause I have E1. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. It is a tough choice to make. Minor unknown. Said. So it'll give the most DMG. Minor unknown. Said. You know what? Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Minor unknown. Said. I'll do this and use the remaining resin. I'll have enough to do another one as well. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Alrighty. Minor unknown. Said. I can do skill if I use the rest of the resin. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Do you have some reverse trailblaze power? Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. You can use that though. Minor unknown.
Time for good old
Said.
counter.
15. I use it regularly.
Your end approaches.
And return!
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Though when the Trailblaze power is at the max state, it will overflow and create reverse Trailblaze power.
Nothing major. The fight.
Minor unknown. Said. Yes. Kuren
Net
into
markers
Hoyofun.
activate. Time for good old counter.
Said. I chose to save up some reverse trailblaze power. Minor unknown. Said. Oh. Minor unknown. Said. I'll save up after I'm done building characters.
Time for good old counterattack.
Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. Alright. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. Do you have any fuel for the trailblaze power? Minor unknown. Said. Yes. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. Alrighty. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. I think you can maximize all Dan Hung IL's traces hee hee. Minor unknown. Said. Yeah. Minor unknown. Said. I'll do that slowly, but I'll do ULT at the last.
Let's wait and see. Hardly worth mentioning.
Trinarsh Leye. Said. Hi. Minor unknown. Said. Hey. Minor unknown. Said. How are you, Leye? Trinarsh Leye. Said. Just doing my practicals. Trinarsh Leye. Said. How are you? Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. Hi, Trinarsh. Minor unknown. Said. I'm good. Minor unknown. Said. Good luck with your practicals. Trinarsh Leye. Said. Thanks. Trinarshlet said. Tomorrow is of maths and social studies. Minor unknown said. Oh. Minor unknown said. Gimme Brynjot or Heimko. Minor unknown said. I'll use the progression calculator. Minor unknown said. And we can decide if we can burn through fuel or if we should wait. Trinarshlet said. HMN. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. When you max ascended your character in Star Rail, is it worth to burn all of your character EXP books to level them up to 80? Minor unknown. Said. For main DPS and healer, it's not bad. Minor unknown. Said. I need 1200 resin. Minor unknown. Said. And 1.2 M Mora. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Das a lot sheesh. Minor unknown. Said. I might be able to almost max him out. Minor unknown. Said. So shall I try that? Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. If you want to maximize Dan Hung Il right now, then sure. Minor unknown. Said. The problem is I don't know if I want to RN. Minor unknown. Said. Minor unknown. Said. Tough choice to make. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Making tough decisions can be something. Minor unknown. Said. I'll do whatever my viewers decide in this regard. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. I make questionable and foolish decisions. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. But. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. Try maximize your Dan Hung Il in this live stream. Minor unknown. Said. Okay. Minor unknown. Said. I'll change the title to attract viewers. Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. Okay. Minor unknown. Said. Did it update? Kuren into Hoyo Fun. Said. It did. Minor unknown. Said.
Savor it for me.
I'll use 3 fuel at once. Kuren into Hoyo
Your
Fun.
end approaches.
Said.
Receive divinity.
Okay.
Failed to set you.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Failed to set you. Savor it for me.
Bloom. The head returns! Blood cleansing dragon.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Too little.
Quick!
Failed to set you. Savor it for me.
Receive divinity.
Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
The fight is set. The head returns!
Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Failed to stand. Savor it for me. Blood cleansing dragon.
Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Your end approaches. Bloom. Great.
Shimetsu said. Actually Star Real is more grindy than Genshin itself. That's better since it isn't open world like Genshin is.
The head returns!
Minor unknown said. Hey Shimetsu. Minor unknown said. How are you?
Ready for another?
Kuren
Netmarkers
into
activate.
Hoyofun.
Time for a good old counterattack.
Said. You, Shimetsu. Shimetsu. Said. Upping the grinding stuff is a plus and the Trailblazer power stack system is helpful when you're unable to lock it. Minor unknown. Said. Yet it is grindy but it gives more pulls than
Time for a good old
Genshin.
counterattack.
Shimetsu. Said. Yo.
Ready for another? Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Savor it for me.
Kuren into Hoyofun.
Receive
Said.
divinity.
Genshin is the mana maker.
Thank you. The fight is set. The head returns!
Shimetsu said. And this game somehow have a better system than Genshin is in term of grinding QOL.
Too little. Fail to stand you.
Minor unknown
Savor it for
said.
me.
Yeah.
Bloom.
Kuren into Hoyofun.
Time for a good old
Said.
counterattack.
True.
Your end approaches. Nothing major. Blood cleansing dragon.
Toxic Gaming said. Hey, I just started Honkai Star Rail and I got Brynja. Is it good 5-star character?
Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Minor unknown said. Hello.
Receive divinity. Repay. The head returns.
Kuren into Hoyofun said. Howdy, Toxic Gaming. Minor unknown said. Yes, Brynja is an amazing support. Kuren into Hoyofun
The fight
said. Are you new here?
Savor
Shimetsu
it for me.
said. It wasn't focused on exploring, instead stuff you can easily get by straight up bullying simulated universe. Toxic Gaming
Netmarkers activate. Time
said.
for a good old counterattack.
Yes, I am new here.
Fail to stand you. Savor it for me.
Minor unknown. Said. Thank you for the sub.
Repay.
Toxic Gaming. Said. I want Jinglu, how much stellar jades can I get? Guren into Holofon. Said. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Shimetsu. Said. Quest and events around 120 polls. Shimetsu. Said. This game is quite freebies from get-go.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counter hit.
Toxic Gaming. Said. Thanks, brother.
Receive divinity. Repay. Savor it for me.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for good old counter hit.
Toxic Gaming. Said. Muraka is God Healer. Guren into Hoyofun. Said. Indeed. Guren into Hoyofun. Said. Best debuffer.
Ready for another?
Savor it for me. Bloom. Fail to send you.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counter hit.
The dead return! Break!
Ready for another? Net markers activated.
Minor
Time for
unknown.
good old counter hit.
Said. Yes.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Minor unknown.
Your end approaches.
Said. My most well-built character is Luaka except some traces.
Savor it for me. Receive divinity. Fail to send you.
Ready for another?
Too little. Rise!
Toxic Gaming. Said. Nice.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counter hit.
Fight is set. The dead return! Bloom. Repay. Savor it for me.
Toxic Gaming. Said. I have only one 5-star character for Nya.
Fail to send you. Blood cleansing dragon.
Guren into Hoyofun. Said. My first 5 asterisk character as well.
Ready for another?
Savor it for me.
Jinglu. Hydra. Said. Mine is Clara.
Your end approaches. Receive divinity. Fail to send you.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counter hit.
The dead return!
Toxic Gaming said, should I pull for Jingling? Minor Unknown said, hey Hydro.
Ready for another?
Nothing major. Rise!
Minor Unknown
Net markers
Set.
activate. Time for good
mine
old
is
counter.
Clara 2.
Savor it for me. Bloom. The dead return! Nothing major.
Ready for another?
Toxic Gaming said, Blade is overpowered.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Fight is set.
Minor Unknown said, yeah,
World cleansing dragon.
Ren into Honkai said, Blade is crazy powerful.
Nothing major.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Ren into Honkai said,
Savor it for me.
imagine E6 Arlen out damaging Blade LOL.
Receive divinity. The dead
Jingli,
return.
Hydro said, Jinglio sacrifices teammate HP to enhance it, so without a good healer on team don't go for her.
Thank you.
Toxic Gaming said, I don't have best 5-star record.
Ready for another?
Minor Unknown said, IG she was
Net
meant to
markers
work with
activate. Time for good
Luaka.
old counter.
Jinglu, Hydro said, Minor and me don't have healer issues. Minor Unknown
World
Set.
cleansing dragon.
LOL. Minor Unknown
Your end
Set.
approaches.
I have 2 5* healers.
Ready for another?
Savor it for me. Fail to stand you. Rise!
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Toxic Gaming said, I have started this game 3 days ago and I have 2,780 jades only. Minor Unknown said, wow. Minor Unknown said, that's a decent amount. Toxic Gaming said, how many more I can get?
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Shimetsu said,
Fight is
any tips on Swarm 5?
savor it for me.
Minor unknown. Said. Depends on the quests you do and the exploration.
Ready for another?
Shimetsu. Said. I'm scared to go to Div 5, their level is 97. Minor unknown. Said. The new game mode. Shimetsu. Said. Simulated universe swarm disaster. Shimetsu. Said. Yeah. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Jingliu sacrifices teammates' HP? As in their HP will go down to 1? Shimetsu. Said. Percent not entirely Kuren but possible.
Savor it for me.
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter.
Your end approaches.
Shimetsu. Said. Like sacrifice 30% of their max HP, basically a version of Blade.
Ready for
Kuren
another?
into Hoyofun. Said.
Savor
Okay.
it for me.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. I see. Jinglu. Hydro. Said.
Netmark activated.
No
Time for
idea.
good old counter.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Different version of Blade.
Thank you. Too little.
Shimetsu. Said. And a good DAR with Blade. Minor unknown. Said. Swarm is more oriented to promote new characters, but maxing out the paths doing quests is the optimal way as far as I heard. Shimetsu. Said. But as far as it goes, the quest up to difficulty 4, which is still quite need a perfect blessing to run.
Savor it for me. Receive divinity.
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter.
The dead return.
Shimetsu. Said. Abundance is a perfect path to go as you can save up turn stacks.
Break.
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter.
Shimetsu. Said. Don't have to worry, ABT enemy going berserk, but they're still quite tough.
Savor it for me.
Minor unknown. Said. Oh.
The dead return.
Ready for another? Netmark activated. Time for good old
Shimetsu.
counter.
Said. Like the bugs keep multiplying while I'm just ABT to end them. Toxic gaming. Said. I want Blade face purple crying. Shimetsu. Said. BCC their HP is over 100k even for small ones.
Savor it for me. Receive divinity.
Minor unknown.
Netmark activated.
Said.
Time for good old counter.
Wow.
The dead return. Rise.
Minor unknown. Said. Yeah, save for Blade in his next rerun.
Fail to stand you. The dead return.
Shimetsu
Time for good old counter.
said, expected we will have rerun banner in either 1.7 or 1.6.
Savor it for me. Bloom. Too little.
Minor unknown said, oh interesting. Shimetsu said, because this game will use Honkai Impact Gacha system IIRC.
Failed to set you.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Receive divinity. Repay. And return! Break!
Ready for another?
Toxic Gaming said,
Net markers activate.
Seal will be the
Time for
first
good old
rerun
counter.
character.
Savor it for me. Your end approaches. Failed to set you.
Shimetsu said, depends. Minor unknown said, depends on sales.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Shimetsu said, she may be and she may not be rerun doesn't specifically follow release turn.
Bloom. Repay. Rise. Savor it for me. World cleansing dragon.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Shimetsu said, currently all character have a good sales.
Ready for another?
Minor unknown
Receive divinity.
said, yeah,
Failed to set you. And return! Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
World cleansing dragon.
Ready for another?
Your end approaches.
Toxic Gaming said,
Net
what
markers
Genshin
activate.
do for
Time
rerun?
good old counter.
Failed to set you. Savor
Shimetsu
it for me.
said, abandonment that's all. Minor unknown said, LOL.
Rise!
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Minor unknown said, Eula be crying in her mansion.
Bloom. And return!
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter.
Fight is set. Failed to set you. Savor it for me.
Receive divinity.
Your end approaches. World cleansing dragon.
Ready for another?
Fail to stand you.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Savor it for me.
Bloom. Repay. The dead return!
Rise!
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Fight is set. Fail to stand you.
Ready for another?
Savor it for me. Fail to stand you.
The dead return!
World cleansing dragon.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Break. Your end approaches.
The dead return!
World cleansing dragon.
Shimetsu
Net markers activate.
Said.
Time for a good old counter.
I'm kinda charmed with Dan and IL and Fuxian, but I must stay strong.
Bloom. Repay. Nothing major.
Rise.
Ready for another?
Fail to stand you.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Savor it for me. The fight is set.
The dead return!
World cleansing dragon. Break.
Ready for another? Net markers
Minor
activate.
unknown.
Time for a good old counter.
Said. It's not bad to have an Eidolon or two for Hill. Minor unknown. Said.
Receive divinity.
But I might not suggest that for Fuxian. Shimetsu said.
Fail to
I'm short on JD, that's all.
savor it for me. Too little.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Jinglu, Hydro said. I'm saving.
World cleansing dragon. Rise.
Ready for another?
Minor unknown said. I won't pull on Fuxian for her. Minor unknown said. But for the new 4 asterisk. Shimetsu said. I.WWNT to repeat same mistake on Kafka banner. Jinglu, Hydro, said. Swarm disaster is something that can actually be called as disaster. Minor unknown, said. LOL true.
Savor it for me. Bloom.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter hit.
Shimetsu said. I'm quite fine, just not ready to do difficulty 5 as the enemy is over level. Shimetsu said. It has a reason why it's called torturous.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Ready for another? Net markers activate. Time for good old counter hit.
Fail to stand.
Minor unknown said. Yeah.
Savor it for me. Receive divinity. The dead returns! Quick!
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter hit.
Fight is set. Too little. Fail to send you.
Ready for another?
Jinglu, Hydro, said.
Blood cleansing dragon.
That king of bugs kinda reminds me of Emphysm from Devil May Cry 5.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter hit.
Savor it for me. Bloom. The dead returns!
Minor unknown said. Oh.
Fail to send you. Rise!
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter hit.
Your end approaches. Savor it for me. Receive divinity.
Ready for another?
Fail to send you. Blood cleansing dragon.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counter hit.
Savor it for me. Bloom. Repay. The dead returns! Quick! Fail to send you.
for good old counter!
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. If Eula's banner is absent again, would you rather build Breminate or Razor?
Ready for another?
The fight is set. Savor it for me. Receive divinity.
Minor unknown.
Return!
Said. Breminate cause the new ones are better in general. Jinglu, Hydro. Said.
Cleansing dragon.
That's no longer an option for me since I am a Yulo main and have her signature weapon. Jinglu, Hydro.
Netmark
Said.
activated. Time for good
But
old
if I
counter!
didn't have Eula, I'll abandon building physical DPS.
Your end approaches.
Minor unknown. Said. LOL true.
The dead return!
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter!
Shimetsu. Said. Breminate is actually a better output for pure DPS. Razor is more into mix. Toxic Gaming. Said. I want Miyakari run. Shimetsu. Said. Since DSN you look at Breminate K-Sil if you see SN timing it.
Netmark
Minor
activated.
unknown.
Time for good old counter!
Said. Yeah.
Fight is
Jinglu. Hydro. Said. Other than Eula I have Ayaka Yoimami Skalganyu Yelene my
Savor it
DPS.
for me. Too little. Blood cleansing dragon. Fail to stand. Savor it for me. Receive divinity. The dead return!
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter!
Fail to stand.
Shimetsu. Said. You can build Razor DPS. His kit screams fight Electro with Electro since high Electro resistant. Jinglu, Hydro. Said. Maybe I should add Keking to the list. I also use her.
Your end approaches. Savor it for me.
Shimetsu. Said. Basically rated natural enemy is Razor.
Ready for another? Netmark activated. Time for good old counter!
Fail to stand you. Receive divinity. Repay. The dead return!
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter!
Jinglu, Hydro. Said.
Savor it for me.
Oh, I have Tainari too, but I rarely use Dendro characters.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Netmark activated. Time for good old counter!
The fight is set.
Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Fail to stand you. Savor it for me.
Ready for another?
Too little. Blood cleansing dragon.
Minor unknown. Said.
Netmarkers activate. Time
Raiden
for a good
and
old
Razor.
counter hit.
Your end approaches.
Shimetsu. Said. Hirtzer has high electro resistance.
The fight is set. Receive divinity. And return!
Shimetsu.
Savor
Said.
it for me.
And Raiden don't have any resistance. Boss.
Ready for another? Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Fail to stand. Rise!
Jinglu.
Ready for another?
Hydra.
Netmarkers
Said.
activate. Time for a good
She
old
may
counter
not, but what about the puppet?
Blood cleansing dragon.
Shimetsu. Said.
Savor it for me.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Move. And return!
Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Jinglu. Hydro. Said. Even the byproduct have 90. Shimetsu. Said. Her resistant only going up when she enter general mode,
Ready for
basically
another?
all damage
Your end
rest plus.
approaches.
Jinglu. Hydro. Said. Electro
Savor it for
resistance.
me. Receive divinity. And return!
Netmarkers activate. Time for a good old counter hit.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Jinglu. Hydro. Said. Boss for Mo FC. Shimetsu. Said.
Rise!
I mean by no resistant, by every element resistant is equal. Jinglu. Hydro. Said. My perfect scapegoat for testing Eula Burst DMG. Shimetsu. Said. Raiden boss general form is resistant to all damage, but Norm's low form everything is equal. Jinglu. Hydro. Said. I meant Balladeer. Jinglu. Hydro. Said. I already defeated Raiden 421 times. But I defeated Balladeer ONL 71 chums. Shimetsu said. Same as it is only damageable and no any resistant when going down on second phase. Jinglu, Hydro, said. Yep. Shimetsu said. Anyway minor, what's your Pella build? I may want to build her later BCZ, I'm irritated by Mara struck. Jinglu, Hydro, said. Anyways my eyes need rest so I'm taking my leave. Minor unknown, said. Oh lol. Minor unknown said. I use her for ULT debuff. Shimetsu said. Relics. Shimetsu said. And stat focus. Jinglu, Hydro, said. My Heimko build is not a correct one. Minor unknown said. I was planning to make her sub DPS but I was caught up in building my main DPS.
I understand.
Shimetsu said. I think building Pella Relic set as survivally is fine, isn't?
I understand.
Minor unknown said. Yes.
I understand.
Minor unknown said. Her and Tingyun need life support. Shimetsu said. I only want to buffer those Mara struck revive is annoying and that Mara general, I'm utterly disgusted.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Your end approaches. Receive divinity. Savor it for me.
Netmark activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Failed to set you.
Ready for another?
The dead return!
activate. Time for a good old counter.
Fight is set.
Stand still.
Savor it for me. Your end approaches. Bloom.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Savor it for me. Receive divinity. Repay. Fail to send you.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
The head returns.
Ready for another?
Stand still.
The fight is set.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Your end approaches. Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Fail to send you. Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Fight is set.
Ready for another?
Stand still.
Fail to send you. Receive divinity. The head returns. Your end approaches. Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
Fail to send you. Savor it for me.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
The fight is set. Bloom.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
The head returns.
Enemy targets detected.
Your end approaches.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
A blade knows no mercy.
Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Enemy targets detected.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Break!
Don't get complacent.
I sense a storm. Awaken dormant scales.
Minor unknown. Said. Let's hope I can get through this.
Surge. Break!
Let me tend your wounds.
Eternal sleep is nothing.
And return!
Your end approaches. Bloom. Not fret.
Repay!
The strength. Heaven surge. Rise! You impede me.
Need a doctor? Hiya!
I'll see you off. Heaven surge. Break! I will dispatch you. Fail to send you.
What's your prescription?
Eternal sleep.
And return!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Receive divinity.
Look like me.
Repent. Awaken dormant scale. World cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Rise.
You bully!
A blade knows no mercy. That paradise may be a savor it for me. Move. Not threat. Receive divinity.
Look like me.
I sense a storm. You impede me.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
And return!
Let me tend your wound.
I'll see you off.
Look like me.
Receive divinity. Fail to stand you.
Time to squash your prescription. Need a doctor? Hiya!
Repent. The strength. Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. Dare you? Heaven surge. Break.
Nothing major. Eternal sleep.
And return! No wasting. Inevitable. Time to end this. Tide.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Toxic Gaming said. Now I have 3,390 jades.
Receive divinity, not threat. Fight is set. Savor it for me. Awaken Thorn Skin. World cleansing dragon. Surge. Rise.
Yes.
Let's settle this.
Toxic Gaming said, I think Blade will be rerun.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Sir, break! I will dispatch you.
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Repay.
The dragon will always stand you. Old friends, meet yet again.
Minor unknown said, Phew. Minor unknown said, Done maxing out Dan Hung Imbibider Looney. Kuren into Hoyo Fun said, Let's go. Kuren into Hoyo Fun said, Back from the stoopy internet issues. Toxic Gaming said, Nice, now he can do more damage. Minor unknown said, I shouldn't have S5 Ed Seal's weapon. Toxic Gaming said, How we can play Honkai Star Rail in PC. Minor unknown. Said. I have to wait a week before getting Eons of Destruction. Minor unknown. Said. Get it from Epic Games. Minor unknown. Said. On the fall of an Eon. Minor unknown. Said. Ready for the confusion. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. People said that this light cone is trash. Minor unknown. Said. I heard its S5 is identical to Dhill's signature at S1. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. I see. Minor unknown. Said. When did this become available? Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. No clue. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. This is the first time I saw this light cone. Minor unknown. Said. Where should I test Dhill now?
Let's wait.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Do it. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Tingyun is built. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Fight Fantalia.
Repay!
We're in trouble now.
I'll see you off.
Heaven search. Rise!
Ready for another?
Receive divinity.
Not
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. 68k sheesh.
Nothing major.
Finds a way.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Welcome, customers.
Nothing major.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. 1,000 wonders to raid and fight its blood.
Awaken through its scale. World cleansing dragon. Heaven search. Break.
Enemy targets detected.
Minor unknown. Said. That was the main strike, so we missed some DMG.
Heaven search.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Wait, heck.
I'll
Shimetsu.
see you off.
Said. OOP.
Eternal sleep is the dead.
Return!
Repay!
Shimetsu. Said. Birdspar break will always do immediate damage as she get into second phase. Minor unknown. Said. I hate Ting Yun. What if she dies too quick?
We're waiting.
Minor unknown. Said. I'll change some artifacts RQ. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Rip in pepperonis for Ting Yun.
Let's wait and see.
Shimetsu. Said. No wonder you bring LVL 60 Ting Yun.
Repay!
Minor unknown.
Life
Said.
finds a way.
Do we?
LOL.
Still have the upper hand? Ready for another?
The strength.
Shimetsu. Said. She's slimy from get-go. Going on that level on that difficulty means death sentence.
I underestimated
Welcome,
you.
customers. 1,000 wonders to raid and fight its blood. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Sense a storm awaken through its scales.
Minor unknown. Said. LOL. Turin into Hoyofun. Said. Tingyun is like Bennett, but without the healer. Minor unknown. Said. Oh no, I used ULT again.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep. The dead
Return!
Let's be friends.
I'll see you off.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Turin into Hoyofun. Said.
Receive divinity.
Foxes always get hit instead of Jeopard or Clara. Shimetsu. Said. She has the highest aggro FR. Shimetsu. Said. Damn.
Welcome, customers.
Shimetsu. Said. The one soul healer headed to grave first.
Talk. A thousand wonders to raise your finest life. Enemy data secure. Network activated. Time for a good old counter.
Nanomarch. Said. Oh now
Awaken thorn scales. Blood cleansing dragon.
Dare you?
Minor unknown. Said. Bruh. Minor unknown. Said. Her death reduction will be reset.
Let's be friends.
Minor unknown. Said. Why the heck doesn't the rotation Ali?
We were supposed
Minor
to attack
unknown.
yesterday.
Said. Hello Nanomarch.
Enemy targets detected.
You're wasting your time to witness.
Shimetsu. Said. You could say their SPD increase each phase. Minor unknown. Said. No. Minor unknown. Said. I'm not doing her. Minor unknown. Said. Any other enemy to try? Shimetsu. Said. LMAO, I just put blade, he's up. Shimetsu. Said. Against Fantilia, blade has the hit your ground. Minor unknown. Said. I want to max Dan Heng's DMG. Minor unknown. Said. I did the max level challenge just before this. Shimetsu. Said. Instead of putting Tingyun, just put blade. Minor unknown. Said. But I want to see how he does. Minor unknown. said. That won't give him buffs. Shimetsu said. Survivability Luaka passive and Blade passive does Aline sometime.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Shimetsu said. Well, rather than watching Hoade does, I always put up kill first.
Enemies ahead. Up first round.
Shimetsu said. Then after collect all 3 weekly boss drop, then you can test how they go. That's relieved. Shimetsu said. Usually I'm too lazy. Shimetsu said. I like all the work handled by Auto.
Need a doctor? I need to be brief. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Tora. Time for your prescription.
Unnecessary. Failed to stand here. That paradise may savor it for me.
You don't look so good.
Hide.
A sharp scythe needs touch.
Great.
Your end approaches.
Let me tend your wounds.
Unnecessary.
Don't mess with me. You bully!
Failed to stand you. That paradise may be unsavor it for me.
Need a doctor?
Annihilate.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. It's not over yet. Don't mess with me.
Time to squander your prescription!
I'll end your misery. Come on, I want to try something out.
Let me tend your wounds!
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating front.
A blade knows no mercy. Failed to stand you.
Cool it. Cool it to crack.
Caution does not mean cowardice. What against the crowds?
Do we still have the upper hand?
I sense a storm.
Better late than never.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
And return!
Let's be friends. Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The strength.
1,000 wonders to reign and fight as one!
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. Heaven search. Quick.
Seize the moment. Commencing support.
Heaven search. Rise. The consequences are mine to bear.
Cool it. Do we still have the upper hand?
You chose the wrong enemy. I underestimated you. Bloom.
I sense a storm.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. 1,000 wonders to reign and fight as one!
Awaken dormant scales. cleansing dragon. Search.
Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Dang. Minor unknown. Said.
Conflict
Here we go,
requires
guys.
undivided focus.
Minor unknown. Said. If we crit, we'll do big
The
DMG.
moment.
Minor unknown. Said. I missed some cause it was dead.
The strength.
You chose the wrong enemy. Nothing major. Bloom.
Better late than never.
Eternal state.
Enemy targets detected. Time to make a decision. Ready for another?
I sense a storm.
Minor unknown. Said. I don't know where my damage is going or coming from at this point, lol. Minor unknown. Said. IG that will have to do for today. Minor unknown. Said. That will be it for today, chat. See you soon. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Thank you for the stream, Minor.
Nice.
Minor unknown. Said. Thank you for watching. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Next time, maximize blade. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. No worries, smiling face with hearts. Minor unknown. Said. Blade is maxed out already. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Take care, stay safe and have a good day or night, everyone. Kuren into Hoyofun. said. AHHLOL. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Who are you gonna maximize next? Minor unknown. Said. That's why I didn't have enough to max IL. Minor unknown. Said. I'll build Tingyun and Pella before maxing Luaka and Seal. Kuren into Hoyofun. Said. Okay.